I've been searching for you for 3 months. Every rainy night, I come back to this exact spot, hoping you'd appear again like some kind of miracle.
You shouldn't have looked for me. Some angels are meant to disappear after they've done their job.
Angels? Is that what you think you are? Because the woman who gave me her umbrella that night saved more than just my expensive suit from getting ruined.
I was just being human. Nothing more, nothing less. You would have done the same for anyone else.
No, I wouldn't have. That's the problem with me, isn't it? I spent 32 years of my life walking past people like you, never seeing what was right in front of me.
People like me?
People who give without expecting anything back. People who see a stranger drowning in his own misery and throw him a lifeline without asking his name or checking his bank account first.
You don't know anything about me. You're romanticizing one moment, one decision I made in the rain.
Then tell me. Tell me about all the other moments. Because I've been following your trail of kindness across this city, and everywhere I go, people remember you. The elderly man at the convenience store who says you pay for students' meals. The flower shop owner who mentions mysterious donations for funeral arrangements.
You had no right to investigate my life like that.
I had every right to find the person who changed mine. Do you know what I was doing that night? I was planning to give up on everything. My career, my dreams, maybe even my life.
Don't say that.
Why? Because it makes you uncomfortable to hear that your simple act of kindness pulled someone back from the edge? That your umbrella didn't just shield me from the rain, but from the storm in my head?
I didn't know.
Of course you didn't. Because people like you don't do good things for recognition or gratitude. You do them because that's who you are. And people like me spend their whole lives blind to that kind of beauty.
Beauty? Look at me. Really look at me. This scar across my cheek, these rough hands from working double shifts, these clothes that smell like hospital disinfectant. What beauty do you see in that?
I see someone who thinks scars are flaws instead of proof of survival. Someone who thinks rough hands are ugly instead of evidence of hard work and dedication. Someone who doesn't realize that the scent of caring for others is more attractive than any expensive perfume.
Why do you keep coming to this place? It's just a small coffee shop run by an elderly couple. Nothing special about it.
Because you come here. Because I watched you spend an hour teaching Mrs. Kim how to use her new phone last week. Because you pretend to love her terrible coffee just to make her feel proud of her recipe.
You've been watching me?
Learning from you. There's a difference. I've spent my entire career designing beautiful buildings for people who already have everything. But you build hope in places I never thought to look.
You make me sound like some kind of saint. I'm not. I'm just someone trying to survive each day and maybe help others do the same.
Is that why you work 2 jobs? The volunteer work at the elderly home doesn't pay, does it?
How do you know about that?
I started volunteering there too. Thought I might understand you better if I walked in your footsteps for a while.
That's actually really sweet, but also a little crazy.
Crazy is spending 3 months obsessing over a stranger who showed you kindness. Crazy is realizing that everything you thought you wanted in life was just surface level nonsense.
What did you want before?
Perfect things. Perfect apartment, perfect job, perfect girlfriend with perfect skin and perfect smile. I had a checklist for everything, including people.
And now?
Now, I realize that perfect is just another word for empty. All those perfect things in my life never made me feel anything real. But 5 minutes in the rain with you taught me more about what matters than 30 years of chasing illusions.
You don't really know me, Ji-hoon. You've created this idealized version in your head.
Then let me know the real you, So Young. Tell me something that would make me run away. Tell me your worst habit, your biggest fear, your most embarrassing moment.
I talk to my plants. Every morning before work, I have full conversations with them. I tell them about my dreams, my worries, my grandmother's condition getting worse.
That's it? That's supposed to scare me away?
I also cry during every single movie, even action films. I once sobbed watching a commercial about insurance because the family looked happy.
Keep going.
I have panic attacks when I think about the future, about not being able to afford my grandmother's medical bills, about ending up alone because I'm too ordinary for anyone to notice.
So Young.
I sometimes pretend to be okay when I'm falling apart inside. I smile at work when I want to scream. I volunteer because helping others is the only time I feel like I matter.
I matter to you.
You don't even know what I look like in the morning. You don't know that I snore or that I eat cereal for dinner when I'm too tired to cook.
I want to know all of that. I want to know what makes you laugh at 3 in the morning and what songs you sing in the shower. I want to know why you chose to be kind in a world that rarely rewards kindness.
Because someone has to be. If we all wait for others to go first, no one ever takes the step.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You don't even realize how extraordinary that mindset is.
I've been sitting here for 6 hours. The nurses say you haven't left her side since yesterday.
She's all I have left. If I lose her,
You won't. Your grandmother is tougher than she looks. I can tell from the way she raised you.
you don't understand. The medical bills, the treatment costs. I've already sold everything valuable I owned. I don't know what else to do.
Let me help.
No, absolutely not.
Why? Because accepting help would somehow diminish your independence? Because you think kindness only flows one way?
Because I don't want to owe you anything. I don't want you to think I've been nice to you because I needed something.
Is that really what you think of me? That I would hold financial help over your head like some kind of emotional blackmail?
I don't know what to think anymore. People like you don't usually notice people like me unless they want something.
People like me. You keep saying that. What kind of person do you think I am?
Rich, privileged, someone who's never had to choose between medicine and meals.
I am privileged. I grew up never wanting for anything material. But do you know what I never had?
What?
Someone who cared whether I made it home safely at night. Someone who remembered how I like my coffee. Someone who looked at me and saw potential for goodness instead of just a bank account.
That's not true. Your family, your friends.
My family cares about my achievements. My friends care about my connections. You're the first person who ever cared about my character.
You barely know me.
But you saw something in me that night worth saving. Even when I was a complete stranger looking pathetic in the rain, you chose to help me. That means you saw something I didn't even know existed in myself.
Maybe I just saw someone who needed help.
Exactly. And right now, you need help. So let me be the person you helped me become.
What if this changes things between us? What if you start to think I'm using you?
And you don't know me very well either. The woman who gives her last umbrella to a stranger isn't capable of using anyone.
How can you be so sure?
Because I've spent months watching you put everyone else's needs before your own. Because you work yourself to exhaustion for people who can't pay you back. Because you're sitting here worried about owing me something when you should be focused on your grandmother's recovery.
I'm scared, Ji-hoon. Not just about the money. I'm scared of letting someone take care of me for once.
Why?
Because what if you realize I'm not worth it? What if you wake up one day and see what everyone else sees? Just an ordinary girl with too many problems and not enough to offer in return.
So Young, look at me. Really look at me. Do you see someone who's pretending? Someone who's here out of pity or obligation?
No,
What do you see?
I see someone who's been incredibly patient with my walls and fears, someone who shows up even when I push him away.
I see someone who taught me that love isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone who makes you want to be better than you were yesterday.
Love?
Yes, love. Messy, terrifying, life-changing love. The kind that doesn't care about scars or financial struggles or morning hair.
I can't believe you turned this entire rooftop into a garden. When did you have time to do all this?
Every evening after work for the past month, I wanted to create something beautiful that would keep growing, like what you've done for my life.
These are all vegetables and herbs. Very practical choices for someone who used to only care about aesthetics.
I learned from someone very wise that beauty means nothing if it doesn't serve a purpose. These plants will feed people at the shelter where you volunteer.
You planned all this?
I plan to show you that I've been listening to everything you've said, about finding meaning in helping others, about growing things instead of just consuming them.
The tomatoes are already flowering. You must have started these from seeds weeks ago.
2 months ago, actually, right after I met Mrs. Park at the nursing home. She told me you always wanted a garden but never had the space.
You talked to Mrs. Park about me?
I talked to everyone about you. It's becoming a problem, actually. My coworkers think I've lost my mind.
Have you?
Completely. Utterly. And I've never been happier about losing anything in my life.
So Young, I need to tell you something. Something I should have told you weeks ago.
Whatever it is, it won't change how I feel about you.
You don't know that.
Try me.
The night we met, when I gave you my umbrella, I had been walking around in the rain for hours. I was trying to work up the courage to end everything.
So Young.
My grandmother had just been diagnosed. The medical bills were impossible. I felt like such a burden to everyone around me. I thought if I just disappeared, it would solve everyone's problems.
But you didn't.
Because I saw you, standing there looking as lost and hopeless as I felt. And something in me thought, maybe I can help one more person before I go.
So you saved me to save yourself.
I saved you and accidentally discovered I still had reasons to stay. Helping you reminded me that my life might have meaning I hadn't considered.
We saved each other.
Is that too complicated, too messy for someone like you to handle?
Someone like me? You mean someone who spent his whole life believing that love should be simple and convenient and predictable?
Yes.
That person died in the rain 3 months ago. The person standing here now knows that the best things in life are complicated and messy and completely unpredictable.
What if I have bad days? What if I struggle with depression sometimes? What if I'm not always the cheerful, giving person you think I am?
Then I'll learn to love all of your sides. The happy ones, the sad ones, the angry ones, the scared ones.
What if I can't afford nice restaurants or expensive clothes? What if I never fit into your old world?
My old world was empty. I'd rather build a new one with you, even if it means starting from nothing.
You're really willing to give up everything you had before?
I'm not giving up anything real. I'm trading illusions for truth, loneliness for love, a perfect life for a meaningful one.
And if people judge you for being with someone like me?
Let them judge. Their opinions never made me happy before. Why should I care about them now?
I love you too, you know. I have for weeks. I was just too scared to believe it could be real.
It's real. We're real. This messy, complicated, beautiful thing between us is the most real thing I've ever experienced.
So what happens now?
Now we water these plants together. Now we figure out how to build a life that makes both of us proud. Now we prove that kindness really is more valuable than appearance.
Starting with this garden?
Starting with us.
I know this isn't the most romantic setting for a proposal. A community center where we're serving dinner to homeless families.
What did you just say?
I said I know this isn't romantic.
No, the other part. The proposal part.
Oh, that, yes. I'm proposing to you. Right here, right now, with spaghetti sauce on my apron and your hair tied back with a rubber band you found in the supply closet.
Ji-hoon, we've only been together 8 months.
I've known I wanted to marry you since the 2nd month. I've been carrying this ring around for the last 4, waiting for the perfect moment.
And you chose now? While we're ladling food into containers?
I chose now because this is who we are. This is what we do together. We feed people who are hungry. We take care of those who need help. We make the world a little bit better just by being in it together.
You bought a ring?
I designed it, actually. Had it made by a jeweler whose rent you helped pay last winter. He insisted on giving me a discount when I told him it was for you.
Show me.
It's not a traditional diamond. It's a stone called labradorite. It looks ordinary at first glance, but when the light hits it right, it reveals all these hidden colors, blues and greens and golds that you never expected to see.
Like me?
Like us. Like this love that appeared ordinary on the surface, but revealed extraordinary depth when we looked closer.
Are you sure about this? Marriage is permanent, messy, complicated.
I've never been sure of anything the way I'm sure of this, of you, of us.
What if I snore louder than you expected? What if I'm grumpy in the mornings? What if I want to adopt every stray animal we encounter?
Then our house will be full of rescue animals, and I'll learn to love the sound of your snoring because it means you're sleeping peacefully next to me.
What if we struggle financially? What if the nonprofit we want to start fails? What if we can't have children?
Then we'll struggle together. We'll try again together. We'll find other ways to nurture life together.
You have an answer for everything.
I have love for everything. Your love taught me that problems are just opportunities to prove how committed you are to finding solutions together.
The ring is beautiful, but I can't accept it.
Why not?
Because you're supposed to get down on one knee, you amateur. Even in the community center kitchen, a girl deserves proper proposal etiquette.
You're right. Absolutely right. Give me a second here.
Careful of the pasta water behind you.
So-young, will you marry me? Will you let me spend the rest of my life learning new ways to love you? Will you teach our future children that kindness matters more than appearances? Will you help me build a life that means something?
Yes, yes to all of it. Yes to forever with you.
Even though I still don't know how to cook properly and I sometimes leave the cap off the toothpaste?
Especially because of those things. Perfect people are boring. Flawed people who love deeply are extraordinary.
Is that what we are? Extraordinary?
We're 2 ordinary people who found something extraordinary in each other. Something that started with kindness and grew into everything else.
I love you, future Mrs. Kim So-young.
I love you too, my perfectly imperfect fiancé. Do you ever miss your old life? The expensive apartment, the fancy restaurant, the perfect everything?
I miss the illusion of simplicity. It was easier when I thought happiness came with a price tag and a guarantee.
But you don't regret giving it all up.
I didn't give anything up. I traded up. I exchanged a life that looked perfect for one that feels perfect.
Even when I accidentally shrunk your favorite sweater in the wash last week?
Especially then, because you cried about it for an hour and then spent your entire paycheck replacing it with something even better.
I still feel guilty about that.
Don't. That sweater shrinking taught me something important about us.
What's that?
That you care so much about my happiness that you'll sacrifice your own comfort to fix your mistakes. And that I care so much about your peace of mind that your guilt hurts me more than any ruined sweater ever could.
We're pretty good at this marriage thing, aren't we?
We're terrible at it. We argue about whose turn it is to do dishes, you steal all the blankets, I leave coffee rings on your grandmother's antique table.
But
But we're terrible at it together. And we keep choosing each other every single day, even when it's hard.
especially when it's hard.
The nonprofit is finally showing a profit. We'll be able to hire 2 more full-time staff members next month.
Your parents called yesterday. They want to take us to dinner to celebrate our first wedding anniversary.
Are you ready for that? They're still not entirely sure what to make of their son marrying someone who shops at thrift stores and grows her own vegetables.
They're trying. Your mother actually asked for my kimchi recipe last week.
She's never asked anyone for a recipe in her life. You're wearing her down with your charm.
Or she's realizing that love doesn't look the way she expected it to.
Like we did.
Like we do every day.
Thank you, by the way.
For what?
For seeing me before I saw myself. For believing I was worth loving before I believed it. For proving that kindness really is more valuable than beauty.
Thank you for teaching me what both of those things actually mean. For showing me that the most beautiful thing in the world is a heart that gives freely.
Even in the rain?